Hi, this is Zikong. I'm not gonna show you guys how I use machine learning to predict the stocks. I choose 3 companies from S&P 500 companies, which are Apple, AMD, and Nvidia, and I got their historical data for the recent 6 months to predict their stock price in the future. So for the first week, I decided to use linear regression model to see how the price will change over the time. So first of all, I read the Apple data and I split the data. For X is the date and Y is the close or last price of the day. And then I use X and Y to fit in the linear regression model. And we can see our prediction of the next 2 days here. And then we have their graph for the recent 6 month data. And then I train the data. I use 17% of the data to train the data, and then I use 30% of the data to test it. And then we can plot our prediction in the graph and we can compare them. So the red line here is the predicted price. As we can see, the price is going up in the future. And we also have our R-squared score and mean squared error here. R-squared number here is showing how well a linear regression model fits their data. And mean squared error is measuring the error. So we do the same thing to the AMD company. We read their data and also plot their data on a graph. We also split the data and train them. And here is our predicted price of the stock comparing to its actual price here. And we can also see the price will going up in our prediction also. So we do the same thing to the Nvidia. Here's the stock price of Nvidia, and we can see the R-squared score is very good here. It's very close to 1, which means the regression prediction fits the data very well, and the line is very convincing. So I purchased those 3 stocks for the first week, since those of them the price will increase in our prediction. After I purchased it, the price did go up for next few days, and I make 10,000 profit from it. So for the week 2 prediction, I decided to use a long short-term memory network for building the model to predict the stock price, because in the last week we used linear regression to predict the price, so the predict price would be a straight line. It will be more accurate by using LSTM model. So we're gonna compare the Apple price that we predict this week to the price that we predict from last week and see what's the difference. Here you can see we are splitting the dataset into train and test split, and we reshape the input to be samples, timestamp, and features, which is required for the LSTM, and we create the LSTM model, and we fit on our data and execute it, and then we do the prediction and check the performance matrix, and we'll be plotting our data in a graph. So the blue line here is the actual stock price of the Apple, and the red line is the training predict price, and the green line is the testing predict price. Let's do the next 30 days prediction. So here is the output of the prediction of the next 30 days. As we can see here, the price will go up for a little bit and then it will be decreasing. So I decide to purchase more Apple stock right now. Once the price begins to fall, I will sell all of them. And then I will do the same thing for the Amazon company. I use the 5 years historical data of them to build a model. And here is the comparison of the predict price and the actual price. Here is the output of the prediction of the next 30 days. And here's the graph of them. We can see the price will go down in the future 30 days in our prediction. So I decided to short the stock. And I did the same prediction to Nike company. And here is the comparison of the predict price and the actual price. It looks like the model is pretty decent because we can see the real value and our prediction value is very close here. And we'll do the next 30 days prediction. The results we can see here is the price will go down in the next 30 days. So we decide to short this stock also. After we purchased Apple stock, the price of Apple stock did go up for a little bit, and then now the price of Apple is going to fall. So we decide to sell all the apples that I own, because in our prediction, the price will increase in a short time and then it will go all the way down. I also make profit by shorting the Amazon stock according to the prediction from our last week, because the price of Amazon goes down. In our first week prediction, we used linear regression to predict the stock of AMD and Nvidia. The prediction shows both of their stock price will go up, and then I purchased them. After I purchased them, the price of them did go up for a few days, which means I make profits on it. But right now their price are below to my purchase price, so I'm gonna use the LSTM model to predict their price again to see if I need to sell them or not. So I use 5 years historical data of AMD to predict it. Here is the price of last 5 years. And I split the data and train it. Here is the comparison of predict price and actual price. We can see they're very close. And here is the next 30-day prediction. We can see the price will go down for a while and then goes up and then goes down, goes up, and so on. So I will short their stock for a few days. However, if their price begins to go up, I will start to purchase their price instead. We do the same thing for Nvidia. We collect the data, split it, train it, and predict it. The prediction and the real value are very close. It looks like the model is pretty decent as well. Here is the prediction of the next 30 days. As we can see, in our prediction, their price will decrease in the future. So I decide to short their stock. For the week 4, in our week 3 prediction, the price of AMD will go down and then the price will increase. It did fall after I sold the stock of the AMD, and now their price begins to increase. So I decided to purchase the stock of AMD right now, and I also want to predict the stock of Microsoft, Google, and the United Health Group. So let's see. So here's the prediction of next 30 days of Microsoft. So for now, I will just short their stock. Once it begins to increase, I will just buy them instead. For Google, we can see their price will decrease in the next 30 days. So I decide to short them as well. For the United Health Group, it has a pretty decent model. So for the next 30 days prediction, we can see the stock price will decrease. So I decided to short the stock for this week. So those are my 4 weeks prediction. All my trade history are based on those predictions, and sometimes I can make profit from it, but sometimes it just make me lose money, especially when most stock in the stock market falls. Thank you for your watching.